Hello and welcome to Higher Education Updates channel, and today we shall be doing a comparison of different fields uh, of career. So we have the field of medicine, education and business. All of them we shall be doing a comparison. And so all these fields of study offer a unique career opportunity, and the best field for you will depend on your interests, skills and goals. So here is an overview of each field, and we shall start with the field of medicine. So roles. So medicine involves diagnosis, treating and preventing diseases. So and these can include roles such as doctors, uh, nurses, medical researchers and healthcare administrators. And so what about the education path? So in the field of medicine, you can become a doctor or a physician, and so this requires extensive education, including a medical degree, residency or licensing exam, and this process can take approximately 10 to 15 years. And so also in the field of medicine, you can become a nurse or a healthcare profession. And so this requires less time, like 2 to 4 year nursing degree. But there are also advanced roles like nurse practitioners, and that requires a graduate level education. And also on specialization, medicine has numerous specialization from surgery to pediatrics to psychiatry, and each requires additional trainings. And now let's consider its job outlook and salary. So medicine is generally well compensated with job stability, but can also involve long hours, high stress and a significant emotional toll, because most of the time you'll spend uh, your time in hospitals, or you will also spend your time in labs doing research. And so what are the pros or the advantages of medicine field? So it has potential higher earning potential, and also it has job stability and demand for healthcare workers, and also opportunities to make a significant impact on individuals' health and lives. And so let's look at some of the disadvantages. So long and expensive education process. Most of career courses in the medicine field are very expensive, and also higher stress and emotional challenges, because most of the time you'll be lonely. Uh, like you'll have a short time to interact with your family, and also long working hours, especially for doctors. And so now let's look at the field of education. So uh, what are the roles in this field? So in education, educators teach and mentor students, shape their future generations, and contribute to society's intellectual and personal growth. So in this field can include roles such as teachers, school administrators, counselors, or education policy makers. So education path. Uh, so let's look at the titles. So in the education field, you can become a teacher. So a bachelor's degree in education or in a specific subject area, e.g. mathematics, history, is typically required for you to become a teacher. And so teachers usually need to be certified, which varies by region. So like for example in Kenya, you will be certified, or you apply to be certified through the TSC, Teacher Service Commission. And also you can become a school administrator, and school administrators require advanced degrees, that is masters or doctoral level, but also experience is also considered sometimes, and also the achievement you have made in the previous role. And also uh, uh, mostly it's just masters, doctoral level experience in education, leadership, or administration. So then higher education is another path. So professors often need advanced degrees, that's masters or doctorate, in their subject area with research or teaching responsibilities. Let's look at its job outlook and salary. So salaries in education can vary widely depending on location, level of education, and specific role. So teachers often earn moderate salaries compared to other fields, but public school teaching provides benefits like summer off, because like here in Kenya, schools uh, go for holiday like 3 times in a year. So but the other fields, mostly the employment is consistent. And so let's look at the disadvantages or pros of the education field. So opportunity to inspire and shape the future, that's one of the advantage. And also rewarding work that offers a chance to make a difference. Then job stability in public education, especially for tenured teachers. And so the disadvantages, often lower salaries compared to fields like medicine or business. And also emotional and physical demands, especially for teachers in challenging environment. So it also depends on where you have been placed for your employment in the education field. So we also have limited upward mobility without advanced degrees or experience. So if you don't have an advanced degree or experience, it might be difficult for you to be promoted. Now lastly, let's look at the business field. So what are the roles in this field? So the business field encompasses a wide range of activities, and this includes management, finance, marketing, sales, entrepreneurship, and many more. Roles may vary from entry-level positions in marketing or sales to executive roles like CEO, and CEO means Chief Executive Officer, or the CFO, the Chief Finance Officer. Let's look at its education path. So for undergraduate, a bachelor's degree in business administration, marketing, finance, or other fields in common. So like we also have the eh, economics, yeah. Then let's look for graduates. So graduates means, so undergraduates means degree. Then graduate means a student with a master's or a master's student. So for graduate, many professionals pursue an MBA, that is Masters of Business Administration, or specialized master's degree to advance their career or shift field. So the best thing with the business field, it's very wide. Like for example, you can do a degree in finance, but after that degree, when you are progressing to your masters, you have multiple choices to select. You can choose to specialize in finance, you can choose to specialize in economics, you can choose to specialize in accounting. Yeah, so there's a lot of room to shift the fields depending on your interests. So then you also have entrepreneurship. So no formal education is required, but many entrepreneurs choose to study business to gain insights into managing a company. So entrepreneurship is just generally coming up with a business and idea, and then you turn it into a company or a business that is working and generating profit, and that doesn't require formal education, because you have people who are in the business field but they never went to school. Those are people who are classified as entrepreneurs, and it's one of the education path in the field of medicine. So most of them choose to study some business courses in order to gain insights or skills into managing their businesses. Job outlook and salary. So business professionals in higher demand fields like finance, marketing, uh, uh, or tech can earn very competitive salaries. So entrepreneurship also offer high reward potential, but with significant risks. What are some of the advantages of this field? So potential for higher earnings, especially in certain sectors like finance, technology, and consulting. Like for example, if you come a chief finance officer, chief executive officer, there's potential for higher earnings. And also, like for example, you can check on the Google the salary of Peter Ndegwa, who is the CEO of Safaricom, or Cooperative Bank CEO. Most of these companies, you can check their salaries on Google, and you will understand why this field uh, has a higher earning potential in terms of salary. Then also variety of career paths and industries to work in. Like I had alluded before, this field is very wide, because you can work in different industries, business industries. You can find yourself in insurance, farms, we have banks, government, that is in treasury. Yeah, so we have different fields, and there are too many in this field of medicine. So opportunities to be your own boss if you choose entrepreneurship. If you choose entrepreneurship, you can be a boss, you can own your business and manage it. And so what are the cons or disadvantages? Highly competitive, and that is true. This field is very competitive, and we have so many professional courses uh, in this field. Like for example, the CPS, certified public accountant. We have CFA, certified financial analyst. We have ACCA, and so they are very competitive. And for you uh, to become successful in this field, you need to be, or you need to have either of the professional courses course certificate. So we have, then also work can be stressful, especially in high stake roles like management and finance, because there it's about profitability. So when you are a manager, each manager or CEO needs to work for him, for the business to generate maximum profits, because the business depends on the profit. So it can be stressful if you hold such roles in management or finance. So then also job stability may vary depending on the industry or business performance. So what are the key considerations for choosing these fields, either medicine, education, or business? So personal interest, do you prefer helping people directly, For example, medicine. Do you enjoy teaching and shaping minds, education, or you or are you driven by business strategies and leadership? So work life and balance also you need to consider. So professions in medicine and education can be demanding with long hours and emotional tools, while business can vary depending on the role. Then also salary expectation. Generally, business and medicine tend to offer higher salaries compared to education, though specific roles and industries can vary. Then job stability. Medicine and education are generally stable with a growing demand for healthcare workers and teachers. So business can be more volatile depending on the economy and industry. So when the economy is doing well, businesses uh, will perform well, and so those in the field of medicine will get a lot of opportunities. So ultimately, the best field depends on your personal passions, career aspirations, and also lifestyle preference. So thank you for joining this session, and let's meet next time.